With the release of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on the Nintendo Switch has also came a set of challenges in Pokemon Go to help you unlock Meltan, which of course then you can use in Pokemon Go, or you can also decide to transfer into Let's Go. Now this set of challenges is actually a lot longer than I expected. I expected this to be some sort of short promotional thing, similar to the length of the Halloween one where you could get Spirit Tomb. Instead, this is like a 9-step challenge that is probably going to take a couple weeks for a casual player to complete. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can do it as fast as possible in a free-to-play sense. So let's hop right into it. Now, all the information in this video is going to be from PokemonGoHub.net. I will have a link to that page down in the description. But the first stage is obviously just kind of to warm you up, and it's pretty easy. Spin 5 Pokestops or Gym, catch 10 Pokemon and transfer 5 Pokemon. You can probably finish that in, 10 minutes or less. It's pretty easy, but it takes a little bit longer from here on out. Earn 2 candies while walking your buddy. The easiest way to do this, if you really want to speed it up, is put Magikarp or one of the 1 kilometer per candy walking Pokemon in. I use Magikarp because I'm still trying to evolve a Magikarp for the challenge to get Mew. I have not completed that yet, so I've been walking Magikarp for quite a long time. I did that, it only took 2 kilometers to complete the whole thing. Make 10 great throws. If you struggle with making great throws or excellent throws, the easiest way to do them is against large Pokemon. In my area, Tauros is really common, and Tauros is a very easy one to hit just because it has a very large target. The same goes for Ponyta, which has been kind of common lately ever since that Ingress promotion that they ran for a short period. And then also hatch 3 eggs. This is pretty straightforward. Now, in the last stage, you got an egg incubator as a reward. Assuming that you use that egg incubator as well as your free egg incubator, it'll take you, at minimum 4 kilometers in order to complete this. You do 2 2-kilometer eggs at the same time, you do another 2-kilometer egg, boom, you've hatched 3 eggs. And it seems like, for me at least, 2-kilometer eggs are dropping at a higher frequency now than they used to. So if you use a 2-kilometer egg, obviously it's no faster than if you try to walk off a 10. Stage 3 is where things start to get a little bit more hectic. The Catch a Ditto challenge is in here, and I hate this one. This one came up in the Mew thing, and usually when you're trying to catch a Ditto, you're just catching any random common Pokemon and hoping that it turns out to be a Ditto. Well, right now, there's actually an easier way to do it. When you're spinning Pokestops and you're getting those field research quests, you want to try to get a field research quest called Make an Excellent Throw. This challenge, when complete, will yield you an encounter with a Pidgey that will turn out to be a Ditto. Now, the easiest way to make that excellent throw, again, is to line it up against a Pokemon that has a very large target. Tauros is probably going to be one of the easiest, most common ones, or Wailmer, to throw at. Then battle in 2 gym battles. That's straightforward. You can do that, as long as you get to 2 gyms, boom, those are done. Battle in 2 raids. This might take 2 days for certain people. Others, it may take only 1. And I say that because you do get that free raid pass. Right now, I'm carrying a free raid pass from a previous day. I could spend that raid pass, then spin the gym the raid gym after I complete it. It would give me another free raid pass, and I could redeem that raid pass and in effect carry my free raid pass from a previous day as well as the free raid pass of that day and do both the raids in one day. But otherwise, if you aren't carrying a free raid pass already, it's going to take you 2 days to accomplish this without having to buy one. Moving on to step 4. This is catch 5 steel Pokemon, which is going to be, I think, a little bit difficult just because I don't see that many steel Pokemon spawning on all that frequent of a basis. And it's going to depend, on what area you live in or whatnot, but I do know that right now, Skarmory is in raids, and with Skarmory being a steel type, if you see a Skarmory raid and you go to it, you catch Skarmory, boom, there's 1 steel type. Obviously, you don't want to do 5 raids to get this done, but probably the most common steel type that you'd run into in the wild is Magnemite, so try and find him, and hopefully that will get this done as quickly as possible. Catch 5 electric types. Like I said with Magnemite, you're also going to be catching an electric type. It's steel and electric, so that's going to get these both done at the same time, whereas Skarmory, even with having to do the raids, would not do that for you. Earn 5 candies while walking your buddy. Again, if you have a situation where you want to speed this up, put Magic Carp on. It's only going to take 5 kilometers, whereas if you were using something like a Dratini, it would take 25 kilometers. Stage 5 is a bit odd and seems to have hardly anything to do with the actual, Kanto region or Pokemon Let's Go. Begins with Evolve a Grimer, which is from the Kanto region, but you're going to have to evolve a Grimer, and there's really no easy way around this. If you don't have enough candy for the Grimer, you could use rare candies, but I don't think Grimer is going to be the rarest Pokemon out of all of these sets that you're going to want to evolve, so I would recommend saving the candy and actually trying to get all 50 Grimer candy if you don't already have them. Now, this is where it gets odd. Catch 5 Slugma or Gulpin. Gulpin being very common, at least in comparison to Slugma. Neither of them are from the Kanto region, which is why I think it's odd that they're even in here. But regardless, catch 5 Slugma or Gulpin. Gulpin going to be the easier one to target on this. And then make 20 great throws, which again goes back to find Pokemon with large targets and hit that target. Stage 6, evolve a Magnemite. If you were catching those Magnemites to get the Steel and Electric challenges just 2 stages back, you should have enough candy, but hopefully you did not evolve those Pokemon after you caught them. Just because, you hit that 50 candy threshold, don't evolve them, hold off until stage 6 so that you can complete the challenge. Catch 5 Execute. In my area, they're fairly common. I don't think that'll be that difficult. Battle in 10 raids. This one's going to take a long time, because obviously if you're a free-to-play player, this is going to take you 10 days to complete. This kind of feels like they're pressuring you into buying raid passes to speed this up. Of course, maybe you could have unlocked some raid passes from some other challenges here or there, but if you're willing to wait, I would say do so. You did play a few gyms back there, so if you've earned, 100 Pokecoins off of those, that would be able to buy you a raid pass. Maybe you could justify it that way, but otherwise this is going to take you probably 10 days to complete. Moving on to stage 7, evolve a Drowsy. Now this one I'm pretty lucky with because I have just a ton of Drowsy candy. For some reason, Drowsy used to be very, very common at our mall. He isn't anymore, but he used to be, and I had stockpiled a ton of candy because I never wanted to evolve that many Hypnos. They just weren't very relevant. It does seem like Drowsy spawns have been boosted recently, so that would make it be a little bit easier to catch or to evolve. Then catch 1 Cubone, and like I said with Ponyta, back when they did that little bit of an Ingress promotion where there were shiny Cubones and shiny Ponytas, Cubone has since then still remained relatively common, at least in comparison to what he used to be in my area, and that might vary in your area, but you only got to catch 1 Cubone. But then the real kicker, and one of the hardest challenges up until this point, in my opinion, is evolve 1 Scyther. Now, Scyther's not very common. You also have to use the Metal Coat. You did get the Metal Coat at the end of the last stage, so you don't have to worry about using that. You already should have it, but you are going to need to get the 50 Scyther candy. And you think that you're at a point where you're not going to catch very many Scythers, you're going to be stuck in this for a long time, I'd say just go for it. Use the rare candy on the Scyther if you want to expedite this. Plus, Scizor is a pretty good Pokemon. He's like in my top 10. I think he's worthwhile at least to get in a quick fashion. And you're not just going to be totally throwing those rare candies away to get this done. Now, stage 8 is the last true stage, because stage 9 is really just going to give you all of the XP and the Stardust and the rewards and everything's just going to say it's already completed. So stage 8 is really the last stage. Catch 2 Ammonite or Kabutos. Ammonite, for some reason, seems like he's been very common lately. Kabuto, a little bit. And then catch 2 Lileeps or Anorus. Anorus has seemed very common as well lately. And then the real kicker, catch an Aerodactyl. Now, I've never caught an Aerodactyl. So I looked at this and I was like, I'm never going to get past this challenge. I'm never going to catch an Aerodactyl. I haven't caught an Aerodactyl in, over 2 years of playing this game. How can I catch an Aerodactyl now? Well, there's actually a special research task out right now that's called Hatch 2 Eggs. It rewards you with an encounter for an Aerodactyl. So in the event that you would get the Hatch 2 Eggs research, you would complete it, because you're not going to stop yourself from hatching those 2 eggs. If you're playing, you're probably going to hatch them. Do not redeem that special research until you're on stage 8, so that you encounter the Aerodactyl at the right time. Now, the other thing that I worry about, you get this far into the list. We're on stage 8. You at one point had to do 10 raids, which was like a 10-day holdup. I don't know how long this Let's Go promotion is going to be going on. I don't know how long these spawns are going to be boosted, because I know that Ammonite and Kabuto, Lilip and Anarath spawns all seem to be boosted in regard to this event, especially Ammonite and Kabuto. Their spawns seem to be boosted. Now, if this event ends and you're still trying to complete these challenges, it then becomes even harder to actually catch those Pokemon. You think back to, before, those were relatively rare Pokemon to catch, at least in my area. So I would say try to complete these as fast as you can, because you're going to want to get to stage 8. You're going to want to catch the 2 Ammonite or Kabuto and the 2 Lilips or Anaraths, because otherwise you might be sitting on those for a while trying to encounter one after this event is over and their spawns are no longer boosted. So that'd be my recommendation to you guys. The 2 big field researches you want to pay attention to, again, is make an excellent throw. You want to redeem that on stage 3 to get the Ditto, and the hatch 2 eggs, which you want to redeem on stage 8 for the Aerodactyl. Now, obviously, you complete all of this, and you're going to get Meltan. As far as I know, just like Spiritomb, this is the only way to get Meltan in the game right now. So, very cool opportunity for you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck as you try to complete these challenges. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Bailey, and I will see you in the next video.